Why the Cowboys lost. The Cowboys versus Detroit Lions. On December 4, 2025, NFL fans witnessed one of the most thrilling Thursday night football matchups of the season. The Dallas Cowboys faced the Detroit Lions. What seemed like just another game on paper quickly turned into a showcase of strategy, skill, and high-stakes drama. The final score read Lions 44, Cowboys 30, a result that surprised many and left analysts dissecting every moment. This is a story not just of numbers, but of momentum, pressure, and the fine line between victory and defeat. Let's break down exactly why the Cowboys lost and how the Lions took complete control of the game. The stakes. Going into the game, the Detroit Lions held a 7-5 record. Every win mattered, and this matchup was crucial to keeping their playoff hopes alive. On the other side, the Dallas Cowboys were 6-5-1, entering with momentum and confidence. Both teams understood the implications. A win could shift playoff positioning, a loss could derail the season. From the first snap, the intensity was palpable. Fans could feel that this was more than just a game. It was a battle of resilience, strategy, and mental toughness. Early game, Lions take control. Right from the opening quarter, Detroit's defense applied consistent pressure on Dak Prescott. The Cowboys' offensive line struggled to provide protection, forcing Prescott into hurried throws. By the end of the first quarter, the Lions had already established a lead. At halftime, the score was 20-9 in favor of Detroit. The Cowboys never fully established offensive rhythm. The Lions' defense not only applied pressure, but also forced turnovers that would later prove decisive. Lions' offensive dominance. The driving force behind Detroit's victory was their offense led by Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs showcased his versatility and explosiveness, scoring 3 rushing touchdowns. He was a constant threat, able to break through the line and gain crucial yards in both rushing and receiving. Quarterback Jared Goff was precise and composed, completing 25 of 34 passes for 309 yards and a touchdown. Wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown contributed 92 receiving yards, creating mismatches that the Cowboys' defense could not handle. The Lions' offense was perfectly balanced, unpredictable in rushing, passing, and receiving. This balance kept Dallas guessing on every snap and prevented them from adjusting effectively. Cowboys' defensive struggles. The Cowboys' defensive strategy faltered early and never fully recovered. Dak Prescott was sacked 5 times, disrupting timing and rhythm. In addition, he threw 2 interceptions and lost a fumble that the Lions recovered. Detroit's offensive line executed perfectly, opening gaps for Gibbs and protecting Goff long enough to make key throws. The Cowboys' defense simply could not contain the Lions' multidimensional attack, and every attempt to slow them down failed. Injury setbacks. Adding to the Cowboys' trouble, star wide receiver CeeDee Lamb suffered a concussion and had to leave the game. Lamb's absence limited Dallas's passing options, forcing Prescott to rely on secondary targets and short passes. The Lions' defense quickly adapted, neutralizing these adjustments and maintaining control. Depth became a significant issue. When star players go down, teams must rely on backups. In this case, the Cowboys could not maintain offensive flexibility without Lamb. Critical late-game moments. As the game entered the final quarter, the Cowboys attempted a comeback. They drove deep into Lions territory, appearing to have a chance to turn the game around. However, a controversial offensive passing interference penalty halted their progress. This call forced Dallas to settle for a field goal instead of a potential touchdown. Immediately, the Lions responded. A quick kickoff return and a precise pass to St. Brown set up Jahmyr Gibbs' final touchdown, sealing the victory. The combination of the penalty, quick response by Detroit, and flawless execution in the final minutes left Dallas with no opportunity to recover. Mental and momentum factors. The loss was not just tactical, it was psychological. The Cowboys faced high-pressure situations throughout the game. Halftime deficits, sacks, turnovers, injuries, and critical penalties all shifted momentum to Detroit. Football is as much a mental game as it is physical. Confidence and composure under pressure often determine outcomes. On this night, the Lions maintained focus, executed flawlessly, and capitalized on every opportunity. The Cowboys, meanwhile, struggled to adapt and maintain morale. Conclusion: why the Lions won. The Detroit Lions won 44-30 because they combined explosive offense, disciplined defense, depth, and mental toughness. The Cowboys faltered due to turnovers, defensive lapses, injuries, lack of depth, and critical mistakes at key moments. This game serves as a reminder: winning high-stakes matches requires balance, execution, resilience, and composure. Every play, every decision, every player counts. The Lions demonstrated all these qualities, leaving Dallas to reflect on missed opportunities and lessons learned.